Rounds 1 and 2 have come and gone in the NCAA tournament. We'll tell you how the men boogied on the dance floor.
And we'll follow with the women's March to Madness. I guess that's what you get when you play UConn. Owlsports Update starts right now. Hey there, Owl fans. Welcome to another edition of Owlsports Update. I'm Sean Gallagher, and seated due west of me is Josh Filomeno. We're chock full of basketball for the second week in a row.
And the women tried to do something that no team has done in about 2 seasons. But first, the men. The 5th-seeded Owls had a fly down in Jacksonville, Florida for their first-round matchup against the Cornell Big Red. And just because Cornell is a 12 seed didn't mean the men would have their hands full, as the Big Red is the best three-point shooting team in the country. Standing by in the newsroom is our own Josh Rotenberg, who drove over 10 hours just to cover the game. Josh, are you still alive, buddy?
I'm holding on, Josh. Thanks a lot. The Temple men, winners of 10 straight, came into their first-round matchup with Cornell out of the Ivy League. Little did they know they were about to run into a team that was red hot. Let's go to the action. Early first half off a turnover. Lewis Dale for 3. He puts Cornell up by 6. The Temple would answer. Ramon Moore drives here, finds Relier Jefferson for the easy bucket inside. Temple cuts the lead to 5. Ramon Moore again, dribble, drive, and the foul. Temple goes into the half down by 8. But in the second half, Cornell's Ryan Whitman drains the 3. He shot 4 of 6 from beyond the arc, finishing with 20 points. And that would get Cornell going. The Big Red now up by 10 when Lewis Dale knocks down the tray. Dale finished with a game-high 21. And that's all Cornell would need, even after Luis Guzman's rebound and put back here. The Owls fall 78-65.
I thought they were great today. They did everything they needed to do to win the game. I thought their jump shooting was terrific. And they made shots when they had to.
We knew it was going to be a battle. This was a great team we were facing. They had a great year as well. They're an experienced team. And, they felt that they were due to make some noise as well. But they were, a little bit tougher than us.
We had the same game plan we had all year long, to keep doing the same thing we're doing. But I got to give credit to those guys.
Hey, despite the loss, the Owls have to be proud of their record-breaking 29-win season. Who would have thought Cornell would have been a Sweet 16 team? I don't know about you guys, but I'm never chewing big red gum again. Back to you.
I'm more of a Winterfresh guy myself, Josh. And there you have it. The Owls end a memorable season in a loss to the guys from Ithaca. The Big Red had 3 starters score in double figures, with 2 of them scoring at least 20. On the other side, Temple's 2 leading scorers struggled from the field, especially from the three-point line, as they went combined 4 for 14 from behind the arc. The men's finished their season with a program-high 29 wins and 6 losses, and 14-2 in the A-10. They won the A-10 regular season title as well as the Big 5 title for the first time since I was born in 1988. Ramon Moore was awarded the A-10 Sixth-Man Player of the Year, and Lavoy Allen was all A-10 first-team honors. Ron Brooks finished his year off as Temple's leading scorer, just averaging under 15 points.
Coach Fran Dunphy has some longevity with his coaching staff. Assistant coaches Matt Langle and Sean Trice played under Dunph at Penn, while assistant coach Dave Duke has been with the head Owl for a combined 13 years between UPenn and Temple. To get some insight on the history of these coaches, here's Pat Atwell.
It's always been known for its basketball teams and the men who coach them. And this current staff is no different than the rest.
Certainly the history and tradition of Temple's program has been phenomenal. We've had 2 Hall of Fame coaches, and we've won a lot of games over the history of this program. So the name Temple certainly is well known.
Since arriving in 2006, they have won 3 straight A-10 titles and secured 3 NCAA tournament appearances.
There were certainly a lot of unanswered questions when we got here. Could we do a good job? Could we put a team together that would be representative of a great university?
They answered with their performance and showing everyone what made this staff so good.
Well, I think because we've just been together so long, and then we were comfortable with each other. We each share our roles. We're comfortable with the practice setting. We each have different things that we do, and Coach Dump gives us a responsibility to do those things in practice and in scouting and in recruiting.
I think there's a certain level of understanding of what everybody's talent is and what they bring to the table. So they kind of know what I'm thinking before I'm thinking it.
This staff has been together for a while now, with coaches Dunphy and Duke going on 13 years, Coach Langle 6, and Coach Trice 5. But they won't take all the credit for their success.
Just getting the kids to buy into what it is that you want to do. And I think the concept of team has been a good thing for us.
For the recipe for the success, obviously first and foremost the players that we've had at both schools.
With the combination of this well-oiled staff and such talented teams, there is only good things in the future for Temple basketball. Reporting for Owlsports Update, I'm Pat Outlaw.
Even though the season just ended, the Owls are already looking towards next season with 2 recruits on the way. Their first recruit, Anthony Lee, is a 6'9" power forward from West Oaks Academy in Florida. And their second recruit is local boy Aaron Brown, a 6'4" forward from St. Benedict's Prep in Newark, New Jersey. Both players are expected to keep the new reputation the men have in the A-10.
The women's basketball team looked to keep its March Madness hopes alive with a win in the first round against James Madison. The women traveled to Norfolk, Virginia, where head coach Tanya Cardoza looked to get her first NCAA tournament win as a head coach. Remember, she lost it in the first round with the Owls last year. We pick it up in the first half as Lakeisha Edie pickpockets JMU's Courtney Hamner to snap a 4-all tie, and the Owls would never look back. Things get even too physical here for Olivia Newton-John's taste as Jasmine Stone hits the deck to pull down one of her game-high 12 boards. Edie misses from beyond the arc, but Natasha Thames grabs the rebound and goes off the glass for her only 2 of the game. Edie dishes to Shaquita Wallace, who knocks down 3 of her game-high 21 points. But the Dukes would fight back as Sarah Williams throws a long pass to Dawn Evans, who feeds the ball to Kenita Shepard. She would go to the line for 2. Then Tariq Hislop gets 3 the hard way as she gets the bucket and the foul here. But then with 5 minutes left in the game, the Owls put 2 more on the board to go up by 6. Temple dominated from start to finish, beating JMU 65-53. But it's a tale of 2 games as the Owls played outstanding against JMU, shooting 42% from the field, and Shaquita Wallace led all scorers off the bench with 21. But with the win brought up reigning champ UConn. And the score pretty much says it all there. The Owls shot 23% from the field, and UConn had 4 players score in double digits. And they also shot nearly 62% from the field. But as the clear favorite in the tournament, the Huskies are who we thought they were. There's never a bad time for a Denny Green reference. Hey, Josh?
Hey, tell me.